此地竟还有运转中的阵法，其背后所藏，不是至宝，便是大难。
像是什么仙术？
极境，那漩涡中封印的究竟是谁？竟能掌控如此极境？
你的父亲，将至。
寻找藏品阁要紧。师兄，我需要一些时间。
非我四族中人，擅闯禁地者，死！
我要进藏品阁。
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will be looking at how Wang Lin leaves behind a name that terrifies an entire family, how he and Li Yuan uncover a buried secret at the heart of a dead celestial tunnel, and how he fights his way into a mysterious collection pavilion to reach a floor no one has ever reached before. Before we dive in, kindly smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. The episode begins with Wang Lin turning to walk toward the dark hole where Li Yuan is waiting. Just at this moment, Tang Yanfang calls out asking the stranger to leave behind a name. From inside the hole, Wang Lin's voice answers with two words, Shu Mu, and then light floods out from the formation and completely seals the entrance behind him. Tang Yanfang repeats the name under his breath, promising he will remember it, and although he wants to attack, he holds back because he still doesn't feel confident he could win. All around him, the surrounding cultivators repeat the name Shu Mu as well, and it settles into their memory as something they will never forget. The woman beside Tang Yanfang frowns at the mention of the surname Shu, and Tang Yanfang admits she is thinking the same thing he is. She explains that while many families carry the Shu name across the All-Heaven star system, a corporeal yang cultivator this powerful could only come from the Shu family on planet Donglin, a bloodline that hasn't surfaced in a long time. Tang Yanfang decides that even if the stranger isn't truly from that bloodline, his strength is close enough that the Tang family should avoid provoking him. When the woman asks about the two family members who already died, Tang Yanfang coldly says that if they're dead, and turns to leave, abandoning any thought of pursuing the sealed hole. His group follows, including a young cultivator quietly relieved he stayed out of the fight earlier. The other lingering cultivators, too shaken by what they saw to risk entering the area, eventually retreat one by one as the name Shu Mu spreads through their circles. Underground, Li Yuan leads Wang Lin down a long tunnel carved into the remains of a celestial's fallen domain. Li Yuan is thrilled, pointing out that the strong celestial spiritual energy still clinging to the walls proves that they are the first people to walk this passage since the celestial realm collapsed centuries ago. Wang Lin stays quiet, carefully extending his divine sense just far enough to scout ahead without risking a restriction. After more than half an hour of walking, Wang Lin starts to feel a strange pressure building between his brows, like an invisible finger pressing into his skull, and the deeper they go, the worse it gets, until he finally stops and asks if Li Yuan feels it too. Li Yuan says he doesn't, so he has him release the restriction heart sealed between his own brows. The moment he disperses it, his face goes pale and his eyes turn red-shot before he quickly restores the restriction and confirms that he can feel the pressure now too. Wang Lin draws a strange rune in the air, using origin energy, but the bottom line remains broken, as if the symbol is incomplete. Li Yuan studies it and recognizes it as one of 4 similar celestial restriction runes, though he can't say which one without seeing the rest of it. Wang Lin explains that the tunnel itself is shaped like this symbol, something he discovered by tracing his divine sense along its curves as they walked. Li Yuan is stunned, realizing someone deliberately built this tunnel in the shape of an extremely rare restriction rune, one that can't function alone, and only becomes meaningful when combined with others. Determined to learn more, the two continue forward until they reach the tunnel's end, a 5-colored vortex glowing and spinning before them. Li Yuan studies the pattern and concludes that this rune only has one purpose, healing, and that there are likely 9 of these runes scattered through the ruins forming one massive healing formation, a project on the scale worthy of the Old Thunder celestial realm. Wang Lin quietly wonders aloud if that means someone has been healed at the center of this formation for countless years, and Li Yuan agrees that if there really is someone, it can only be a celestial. Li Yuan says the vortex is sealed from within, but that he's confident he can open it, and he steps forward, raising his hand toward it. Wang Lin frowns because this isn't like the cautious Li Yuan he knows, so he grabs him and stops him. Li Yuan turns back with a strange light in his eyes, urging that if Wang Lin wants a celestial spell, there is no better source than a celestial itself, suggesting they might even be able to capture whatever lies inside. He forms a restriction and pushes it forward, but Wang Lin crushes it instantly and channels origin energy into Li Yuan, knocking him unconscious on the spot. Wang Lin drags his friend back, and less than 30 feet away, the vortex stops spinning entirely. A gloomy aura leaks out and a single eyeball opens at its center. A strange voice slides directly into Wang Lin's mind, asking if he wants to learn a celestial spell, and offering to teach him one if he releases the restriction holding his friend under control. Wang Lin asks who is speaking, but the voice only repeats its question. Even though the offer tempts him, Wang Lin has learned from painful experience never to accept power handed to him by someone else, so he declares that he will only learn spells he discovers for himself, and hauls Li Yuan away while keeping his eyes locked on the entity. As the two retreat, the eye narrows and mutters that it doesn't like cautious people, and the bolt of red lightning shoots out from the vortex, chasing after them through the tunnel. Not long after they leave, a different cultivator who had been lurking near the entrance sneaks inside, hoping to scavenge whatever Shu Mu left behind. Hours later, he reaches the vortex and falls completely under the eye's pull, drawn in by the same eerie voice. Moments later, his origin soul is destroyed at the vortex's center, his body and energy fully absorbed, without a trace left behind. The impact cracks the seal on the vortex apart, and once enough damage accumulates, it collapses entirely, a wave of red light shrinking the whole tunnel into a single rune before pulling it inside. The eerie voice, satisfied, murmurs that 5 of the 9 great seals have already broken over the years, and that with its current strength, it can finally lure victims into breaking the remaining 4. At that same moment, 4 other fragments scattered across the Thunder Celestial Realm begin releasing powerful bursts of celestial energy, drawing cultivators toward them even though sealed restrictions still block the entrances. Back with Wang Lin, the red lightning slams directly into his body. Inside his origin soul, it rages with hostile intent, but layer after layer of his own dense origin energy wraps around it before it can fully unleash its power. Wang Lin recognizes this energy immediately as belonging to the Ji realm, a force he has personal history with from his own past, and that familiarity is the only reason he isn't instantly overwhelmed the way anyone else would be. Drawing on a massive reserve of unused origin energy, he manages to match the rate at which his containment is breaking down, buying himself time. When he opens his eyes, soaked in sweat and pale from the strain, he realizes he could expel the lightning completely, but decides against it. Instead, he chooses to keep the Ji realm energy contained inside him, reasoning that something this valuable could save his life one day, even though maintaining control over it will constantly drain his origin energy. Just as he finishes this thought, a tremor shakes the ground from the direction of the now collapsed tunnel, and he and Li Yuan immediately fly off without looking back. In the void, Wang Lin tells Li Yuan they are heading to a place called the Collection Pavilion, something he learned about through memories he obtained from a member of the Yao family, and he asks for help getting past any restrictions guarding it. Li Yuan agrees without hesitation, though he admits he's been carrying a lingering unease ever since the encounter in the tunnel, a feeling he can't quite shake. As they travel through the void, Wang Lin can't stop turning the Ji realm over in his mind, remembering the only other person he ever met who carried the same power, and wondering if there's truly a way for it to evolve further. He lets the thought go for now and refocuses on their destination. Over the following weeks, Wang Lin and Li Yuan notice something unusual. The void, normally quiet between fragments, is suddenly full of cultivators moving in one direction, mostly at the ascendant stage, with the occasional illusory yin cultivator, all showing the same restrained excitement. When they spot Wang Lin's clearly superior cultivation, they quickly steer clear. Li Yuan senses something major is happening, and Wang Lin eventually realizes the crowds are heading toward 4 different points at once. Just then, more than 10 rays of sword energy sweep past in the distance, radiating enough pressure that entire families make way without hesitation. One of these rays breaks off and turns towards Wang Lin, revealing powerful figures mostly at the illusory yin stage, with a few at corporeal yang. A young man steps forward, introducing himself as Zhang Kong Li, and greets Wang Lin with the deep, sincere respect reserved for an honored senior. The crowd is stunned, since Zhang Kong Li is famous across the southern domain, and known for his pride, rarely showing this kind of deference to anyone. Internally, he reflects that even suppressed to a lower stage, Wang Lin's true strength is impossible to hide. Wang Lin asks where he's headed in such a hurry, and Zhang Kong Li explains that 4 fragments across the realm are releasing intense celestial energy behind sealed restrictions, with great treasures expected once they open. Wang Lin says he has other matters to attend to, but wishes him good fortune, and Zhang Kong Li departs glowing with confidence now that a senior has acknowledged him. His baffled companions asked who the stranger was, and he simply calls him a powerful senior he was lucky to meet. Wang Lin and Li Wan continue for months until they finally reach the darkened center of the Thunder Celestial Realm, a fragment with no other cultivators in sight. Li Wan senses faint but unmistakable restriction ripples similar to celestial-grade seals, and begins working to unravel them, occasionally revealing a flickering, half-transparent glimpse of a towering pavilion hidden within the void. After enough restrictions are placed, the fragment stabilizes into full view, an enormous structure shaped like 4 long horns reaching into the sky, with a motionless figure seated atop each one. Li Wan explains fully breaking the restriction outright would take months, but sending Wang Lin through directly has an 80% chance of success. Wang Lin agrees, tells Li Wan to stay hidden and safe, and the moment Li Wan shouts for the restriction to burst, Wang Lin launches himself into the opening passage just before it collapses behind him. The instant Wang Lin lands on the fragment, one of the 4 guardians notices, and a middle-aged man in a black robe appears before him, accusing him of trespassing and attacking without warning. Wang Lin blocks the strike and fires back, questioning why the 4 great families are allowed here, but he isn't. When a bolt of celestial thunder descends, Wang Lin doesn't dodge, instead letting his origin soul absorb it directly, shocking the black-robed man. Wang Lin then summons his fragment stamp, an immense pressure-filled weapon, and slams it down. The black-robed man barely escaped by coughing blood and forcing a burst of power to teleport away, retreating with a look of pure hatred before calling for the other 3 guardians to join the fight. All 4 guardians converge on Wang Lin. He warns them plainly that if they force this fight, even in defeat, at least 2 of them won't survive. They don't believe him and attack together with swords, wind, and combined seals. Wang Lin dismantles their combined assault, and in a single burst of movement, he closes the distance and freezes the black-robed man in place with a single word. He strikes his forehead, forcing his origin soul out of his body, then binds it with a soul-devouring flag, and the black-robed man's soul is overwhelmed and consumed before he can resist. Another guardian charges in with a tornado spell, but Wang Lin's ancient beast bone unleashes a wave of overwhelming evil pressure that turns a tornado to stone and drives the guardian into a panic. When a strange gray corruption spreads from that guardian's hand, he floods his arm with the last of his origin energy in a desperate attempt to burn the corruption out, but it makes no difference, and in the end, his origin soul flees his failing body, leaving it turned to lifeless stone. With 2 guardians defeated, Wang Lin turns to the remaining 2 holding up the fragment stamp above the pavilion and coldly demands to know if he's qualified to enter. Shaken, one of the old men admits that even without reaching the Nirvana Scryer stage, they have no way to stop him and that he has earned the right to enter. The other, from the Chen family, asks if he has any connection to the Hu family of planet Donglin, and when Wang Lin doesn't confirm it, the elder offers him a position as a non-family elder within the Chen family. Wang Lin politely declines for now, saying his only goal is entering the pavilion, and the 3 guardians combine their strength to open its door, a shimmering oval of light appearing where the 4 horns meet. Wang Lin steps through without hesitation. Inside, Wang Lin arrives in a space wrapped in gray mist, faint murmurs drifting all around him without ever forming clear words. A figure made entirely of mist forms before him and raises a palm, and Wang Lin understands from the Yao family's memories that this is a test of his cultivation level. He presses his palm against the misty figures, and a mysterious force cycles through his body before a voice declares him a rank 8 Greater Celestial, granting him access to the 4th floor to test his luck for a celestial spell. As the misty figure dissolves into a staircase, Wang Lin reflects that no matter how much luck he has, the 4th floor should be his ceiling, since a spell's quality depends on how high a cultivator can climb, and only raw strength decides that. Outside the pavilion, the 3 elders watch a beam of light shoot from the tower, marking the start of his trial. What happens next stuns everyone watching. A second beam joins a first, then a third. 4th, and 5th, meaning Wang Lin has somehow reached the 5th floor despite his stated cultivation level. The elders debate whether he's been hiding his true strength, but before they can settle it, 2 more beams shoot out, bringing the total to 7, a floor no living member of their own ancestral generation ever reached when the celestial realm first opened. Then 2 final beams appear, bringing the count to 9, the pavilion's highest floor, one that no cultivator has ever been recorded entering. The 3 elders are left utterly speechless, their minds struggling to accept what they're seeing. At the top of the stairs, Wang Lin finds a small chamber lined with wooden frames holding glowing celestial jades and a painting on the far wall depicting a tree, half its leaves golden, with a young boy cultivating beneath it. An inscription above it lists several spell names, ending in a phrase that puzzles him: dark moon, clear skies. When he tries to touch anything in the room, his hand passes straight through, revealing that everything here, the jades, the mat, all of it is nothing but illusion. Disappointed, he turns his full attention back to the painting, convinced it holds the real secret of this floor. Sitting before it for what feels like days, Wang Lin notices the young boy in the painting occasionally shifting his hand into different seals, so subtly that it's easy to miss. Over 7 days of careful observation, he memorized every seal, and on the 8th day he begins forming them himself. Each time he completes one, the surrounding chamber trembles as if shrinking around him. After the final seal, a booming pressure fills his skull, and his body collapses to the ground. And when his vision clears, he finds himself standing inside the painting itself, wearing the boy's robes, a massive tree behind him, and glowing script hanging in the sky above. As Wang Lin reads the ink words aloud in his mind, the void around him fills with countless faint, faceless figures who settle down to listen, and a powerful presence emerges among them, introducing itself only as Master Carefree, explaining that he's painting the opening of the collection pavilion while a celestial preaches nearby. The speaker raises a hand and a monstrous black wind sweeps the sky, forming 9 roaring dragons whose combined power feels strong enough to overwhelm and destroy anything caught in its path. The spell is called Call the Wind, and its sheer force nearly shatters Wang Lin's origin soul on contact, but a gentle unseen force intervenes, catching and steadying him, and a calm voice announces that this spell will be recorded into the painting for whoever proves worthy enough to claim it one day. Wang Lin's origin soul is used like ink to write the spell's name directly into his own memory, and a surge of power hurls him back out of the painting and into his physical body. Wang Lin wakes shaking, eyes wide with awe, and the name of the spell echoing over and over in his mind. He realizes with astonishment that Master Carefree, the celestial who painted this very scene, is the same figure behind other paintings he encountered earlier in his journey. He leaves the 9th floor without a second glance at the illusory jades around him, walking down the stairs still dazed by everything he just witnessed. When he finally steps out of the pavilion's glowing doorway, the 3 elders waiting outside are still trying to process what they saw and can't hide the jealousy building in their expressions. Chen, the leader among them, quietly admits to the other 2 that compared to keeping their earlier agreements, he wants this new celestial spell far more, especially now that Wang Lin looks visibly weakened and unguarded, calling it a gift handed to him by the heavens. With killing intent now flashing in their eyes, all 3 elders draw their strongest treasures and spells and launch a coordinated attack straight at Wang Lin, whose dazed and unsuspecting mind is still trying to comprehend the overwhelming power of Call the Wind and what it can truly do in his hands. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly like the video, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. In the next episode, we'll see whether Wang Lin can shake off his days in time to survive this sudden betrayal and what the terrifying Call the Wind spell can truly do in his hands. So see you in the next video.